We're all getting older. You've aged a few seconds since pushing play on this podcast. By the time you finish this episode, it's entirely probable that a new trend has started, the next big thing in tech has been discovered, and it will all leave you behind. On Lotta Years, from the self-produced 2016 album The Impossible Kid, we get the rare opportunity to follow a nearly 40-year-old Aesop Rock as he confronts his own inevitable decline. A 40-year-old rapper? 5 years ago, in 2002, who would have imagined such a thing? Hold up a minute. 2002? That's not 5 years. Do the math. 2002 was 20 fucking years ago. Are you bitter about it? Well, that's entirely up to you. I'm Chris Hampton, and this is how Aesop Rock taught me aging gracefully. Aesop Rock is an undisputed hip-hop legend. Lupe Fiasco called him his favorite rapper. A data project by writer Matt Daniels named Ace as the rapper with the most diverse vocabulary, including using more unique words than the complete works of Shakespeare or Herman Melville's Moby Dick. Of course, being verbose doesn't necessarily equal quality. What makes Ace an underground favorite is that within his master-level storytelling, he's so damn relatable. And what we get in this song is a middle-aged Ian Bavitz going about his business on a regular old mundane day, but noticing the details around him that signal the things so many of us worry constantly about: getting old. I spent a lot of years making friends with cool artists, so when they drew me tattoos I could truly feel important. Now some 22-year-old inside a cube of brick and mortar got me questioning my morals in the corny pecking order. So damn relatable. How often have you noticed something that wasn't at all intended to say anything directly to you, only to feel like you're being specifically targeted? Like your time has long since passed, and they have it all figured out, even though they is just a kid working at your local ice cream shop. Yeah, I feel you. But Ace doesn't leave it at observation. Talking out loud to himself, but for our benefit, he offers a solution. I should give a shit less. Cherry, no. Whip, yes. Look, it doesn't matter how old you are. Ice cream is ice cream. But I'm gonna have to go yes on the cherry. And while we're at it, maybe even some sprinkles. Let me ask you something. How old are you? Wait. Don't answer that. Just tell me this. Do you remember the cartoon The Jetsons? Do you remember how ridiculously futuristic it seemed that they could call each other on video? Every sci-fi show, movie, and cartoon use that same shock device. Video calls from your living room. It was so space age. But by 2002, everybody had Skype. Yep, 20 years ago was the future. Now you're way behind. My mind's fucking blown. The future is amazing. I feel so fucking old. I bet you clone your pets and ride a hoverboard to work. I used a folding map to find the juice place in the first. These kids are running wild. I'm still recovering from church. You should have seen me in the 90s. I could ollie up a curb. We all, at some point, fall victim to nostalgia. It's impossible not to compare current you to 20-something-year-old you. You know, the 100% positive you knew everything but really didn't have the first clue you. Yeah, I feel you. I feel so fucking old doesn't have to mean I feel washed up and useless. It can, if you let it, mean I feel experienced, better, wise, Like I know a thing or two about taking care of myself, my responsibilities, my family, my community, and to be honest, kid, I could probably take you. Well, let's not go overboard. Look, at this point, Aesop Rock is in his mid-40s. It was only a few years ago that we considered this well past retirement age for rappers. But he's just as prolific as ever, and has recently made some of his best music. And even if he is still using folding maps, I happen to know for a fact that he can still ollie up a curb.